Okay, so we continue with it. So after Abraham's testing, God reiterated all of the following promises of the covenant, except what? A, his descendants would multiply as the stars. He would be counted as righteous. He would take possession of the cities of his enemies. He would be a blessing to all nations. Which one was not part of the promise of the covenant? As stated in Genesis chapter 22, verse 16 downwards.
He would be counted as righteous.
He will be counted as righteous. That one wasn't stated, right?
Yes, Papa.
You'll be counted
Do we
right.
agree?
Yeah.
Yes. So when you read the verse 16, he said that, and said, by myself has sworn, declares the Lord, because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you. So we have blessed you there, and I will surely multiply your offspring as the stars of heaven. So we see the stars of heaven coming in here after the testing. As the sun that is on the seashore, so you be multiplied just like the stars and the sun. So the two sets were put together here, and your offspring shall possess the gate of his enemies. So it continued like that. But one thing that didn't come in was he would be counted as righteous. That one was in part. Okay. By whom did the angel of the Lord swear when reiterating the covenant promise to Abraham after his testing? This one, I just read it. So, he swear by
himself.
By himself. So, which is which? Okay. So he said that I swear by myself, declares the Lord. So he is showing that I'm telling you, I swear by myself, the Lord has declared that day. So it wasn't the angel who was blessing Abraham, but he was telling him what the Lord is going to do. I hope you understand. Which brother of Abraham had 8 sons but Micah? Which brother of Abraham had 8 sons but Micah? Yes. I'm sure this one we have not come across it yet. There are some of the things we don't think about them. Which brother of Abraham had 8 sons by Micah? Nahor. So verse 20 will give you that. Okay. And in looking at it, Haran is there, Lot is out, Tara is out, Haran was even where they stay. So definitely you can also do a little 2 and 2 to arrive at the Nahor. Chapter 23. How old was Sarah when she died? Yes. How old was Sarah?
127.
127 years old. Good. Yes. So we continue. What is the other name for the town of Kiryat Arba, where Sarah died? What was the other name given to that place? Hebron, correct. Okay. What was Abraham's response after the death of Sarah? What was Abraham's response?
A wept over her.
That's where the enjoying will be here. From what group of people did Abraham attempt to buy a burial site for Sarah?
The
Hittites. Okay. I hope the questions here can you take No, to because he read the whole book Bible now no. It's remo. Ufe bintu mu.
Papa, where the
Mm.
my selected Bible back over her, just say, and I'm a year course into my sense, yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Abraham, when going to buy the lamp, going to buy the tool for Sarah, describe himself as what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the verse 4 will help you.
Sojourner,
Yes, and a
traveler.
traveler. Very good. So is the answer is supposed to be this a sojourner and a traveler. Let's go back. We have picked B here. Let me check why B. Verse 4. I am a sojourner and a foreigner, an alien and a
Papa,
stranger.
an
Can
alien
we-
and a stranger, Papa.
You have an alien and a stranger. Hey, the Bible I'm holding is talking about sojourner.
Because
I
it
also have
says
sojourner.
he's a foreigner and a stranger. So
Okay.
if you're a foreigner in a land, if you're a
So
foreigner
it's
in a
an
land,
alien
then
and a stranger.
yes, then you're an alien in that land.
Where is this other version that I use? Okay.
This one says stranger and sojourner.
Stranger and sojourner. Okay. I even have a sojourner and a foreigner. The Bible I took.
And foreigner.
Then let me go for my original Bible before I start messing up. Yes. Okay. So an alien and a stranger. Thank you.
Thank you.
From whom did Abraham seek to buy a burial site for Sarah? From whom did Abraham seek to buy a burial site for Sarah?
8.
Mm-hmm.
Ephraim.
Apron. Okay. Apron. C. So that means that even the one whom Abraham bought the burial site is also stated. When you go and you see this question there, don't say that they have asked question. Be me, who baby the questions in the fever. We won't say, how can I answer this? Myself Bible. What was the name of the cave where Sarah was buried? Well, some of these things, once you're taking notice of them, but then you know,
Papa.
what was the name of the cave where Sarah was buried?
Macapella.
He said,
Macapella.
Makepla. Okay. It didn't be a bit pimpim so yeah, bebo. Where was Abraham when he purchased the cave for Sarah's burial? Where was he? Mm-hmm. 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 Where was he? Hello? Oh, wait a second.
In the city gate.
In the city gate. He was at the city gate when he went to approach Ephron to buy the burial site. The cave for Abraham to bury Sarah was originally offered to him at what price? So look at some of these questions. So, as for me, if I'm to be an examiner, Kabeyede. Me hammer. Dan kitty ya say ya no more repair to. Yeah. Because when you come back by yadrin koso. Yenina ye differ. In this kitty me missa the ye ding beer in kitty better by repair to sa. The cave for Abraham to bury Sarah was already offered to him at what price? What was in a way question for him by? Now we see all. At what price?
Just a free gift.
It was at a free gift. Hello.
Gift,
Yes. So it was.
Hi, Papa.
Okay.
I go for A.
Yes, it was a free gift. What was the final price Abraham agreed to pay for the fort and cave where he would bury Sarah? Mhm. So when you look
400
at,
shekels of silver.
he said,
400 shekels of silver.
yes, 400 shekels of silver.
Mm.
So he was going to be given free. If you look at the first question, you don't take the time, you choose a figure. But it was free. But he decided to pay for it because he didn't want it. He wanted to own it. The field and cave that Abraham bought to bury Sarah is near what place? The field was near where?
Mamre.
Near what? It was east of what?
Mamre.
Mamre. Okay.
Mamre.
Okay. Mamre is near what town? That means I didn't be as a woman.
East of Mamre.
It was near what
East
town?
of Mamre.
Yes,
East
east
of
of
Mamre.
Mamre, but it was near which town? Mamre was also it was near one of the towns. One of the towns there. Which of the towns?
That's Hebrew.
Hebron. Because we have to know that the first question asks you, in which land was Abraham when Sarah died that he wanted to bury him? Hebron. So it was like, I don't know whether you get it. It's the same. Okay, chapter 24. Are we making
The
progress?
same question twisted.
Yeah, it's the same question twisted. Are we making progress?
Yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa.
Okay. Who did Abraham send to get a wife for Isaac? This one we have answered it earlier. But here it is not the name that is being put here. So who was sent?
Chief servant.
Yes, what?
Chief
Mama,
servant.
chief
Servant.
servant.
Yes.
So when you go and then you see chief servant and you see servant, which one are you going to pick?
Chief.
Okay,
Chief.
thank you. How did the one who went to find a wife for Isaac swear? So how did he swear?
Oh, thank you.
He put his hand under Abraham's thigh.
He put his hand under Abraham's thigh. So over here we see that he raised his right hand to the Lord. Once he set up a memorial stone, which is some of the things that they do. He put his hand under Abraham's thigh. But you know, the Nesako said the now where the other again, he put his hand on Abraham's heart. Oh, okay. Into you, but one take it out, but he said, "You free." It's an then and the master, Esra, so the Nesako say. But that is why the thing also happened. What criteria did Abraham give in the search for a wife for Isaac? What was the main criteria for the search for a wife for Isaac?
That is A. You should be a daughter of Abraham's relatives.
You should be a daughter of Abraham's native. Let's read it and see. But go to my country and to my kinsmen and take a wife for my son Isaac.
Yes.
Okay, I think we should have used the 3. Please you do year 3 for me. The verse 3. Let's read the verse 3 and see. That I may make you swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and earth, that you will not take a wife for myself from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. Okay, so sorry for the verse. Asafo me kaja kola no so nkoda wai otina nka enye basire no kwa nka ya start homeda ka kire ne homeda na asase nti onkoda
The question would just
Papa,
answer that.
Papa,
The
Yes.
option A2 was the criteria.
yeah,
The
Papa,
option
yes.
A. You
I
see,
think the
the,
A should be.
the option A is a criteria, but the option B
Yeah.
was actually what the Lord commanded them. So if you look at the whole system,
Okay, see, yeah.
they were supposed to not marry a foreigner. I don't know whether you get it. They're not supposed to
Yeah.
marry a Canaanite. Now she's be a daughter of Abraham's relative, but it was supposed to be from Abraham's people, his hometown. It was not specifically a relative. I don't know whether you get it.
Yes, Papa.
Now, the ebetimi akyerɛ oni akono but oba ne ye dede yɛsrɛ wa
Okay.
ebere
He can
mama
mute.
fa akwala no nkɔ akyi ma yɛsrɛ wa
But me, I'm sorry, we do me say a bomb beto.
me that's also sɛ wate ase. So here the reason why here will not be taken
And
is
I
that
think
it was supposed to be from Abraham people, like from his hometown, not necessarily a relative, but from his own people. You get it? So it could be someone from the hometown. I don't know whether you understand the whole thing. But here, being the relative means that if you're not a relative to Abraham, that means that you're not supposed to come in at all. I hope you get it.
But-
Yes.
Papa,
Yes, Papa.
sorry, Papa, I am still a little lost here because it says that, but we'll go to my country and my own relatives and get a wife. And first of all, criteria and I'm feeling is they said go to my country first, and then when you get to my country, take somebody from my relatives. That's my thinking.
That's the verse 4.
Yes, Papa.
Yeah.
That's why maybe it was Genesis 24. So the first criteria is go to my country. Okay, go to Ghana. But when you go to Ghana, go to my hometown and take a relative of mine.
Okay.
From there.
I think what we should have done was to put the two questions into two.
Yeah.
Because maybe take this possible answer out. Yes, because what you're also saying is true. Yes, the first one is true from the verse 3. But when you get to the verse 4, this one is also correct. So it means I should have taken this one out of the possible answers and maybe ask another question in relation to this particular one, so that we could get another answer for it. So I think over here I will agree with you to say I will choose the A and the B. I hope you get me. Yes, because both are correct. And here we'll make it the 3 to 4. Yes, so thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Papa.
Okay.
Papa, I would also want to suggest that what if the question had demanded God's criteria as against Abraham's criteria?
Okay, exactly.
Actually, I asked the question this week.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So
well,
I think
I wanted to agree with your perspective of it.
Yes.
Your
I think that was the
question.
thinking that I was coming in. But the way I have put the question, it diffused that purpose. I hope you get it. And so that's when you raise it, and now I agree with you. Because maybe I should have put the God in there. Because as I was explaining, I was saying that God said you shouldn't marry from these people. So maybe I should have put in the God somewhere.
Yes, Papa.
So you are also correct with that one too. Okay. Thank you. On what occasion was the one sent to find Isaac a wife released from his oath? So what was the occasion that will release him from his oath?
if the woman is unwilling to return with him.
Yes, so if the woman is unwilling to return, to come with you, then you are free from it. I hope now you get it.
Yes, Papa.
Who was Rebecca's grandfather and Abraham's brother? Mhm.
I think it's Terah.
Nahor. Because we have talked about Abraham's brother just a few minutes ago. Okay, so Nahor. At what time
Something like that.
do women draw water? At what time do women draw water? According to the verse 11.
Evening.
In the evening. Okay.
Towards
Towards the evening. That's correct.
Mm.
What criteria did the one looking for Isaac's wife use to identify which woman the Lord had selected for Isaac? The verse 14. Yes. What was the criteria he used to select the woman?
He had to offer camel strength.
Mhm.
She had to offer him a drink.
Offer him a drink.
Mm.
Are you sure?
No, Papa.
He had
Offer the camel.
water his camel.
Yes, she had to offer to water his camel. He would ask for water to drink.
Yeah.
When you read it, he said that I will ask for water to drink. But the young woman should do what? Go beyond giving me water. I will say that let me water your camel. Because the whole thing is if you ask water to drink, you get water to drink. But the only thing that will be exception will be that the woman will not only give him water, but even give the camel. I hope you understand. So it's a camel water that will show the difference. Because anyone can give you water when you want some. But the one who will see beyond giving you only water and give your camel, that is how he wanted it to go. What gives the one set of Isaac so I give Rebecca along with the gold bracelet? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So aside the gold bracelets, what did she give? What did you give?
Gold nose ring.
Gold nose ring. Gold ring.
Gold nose ring.
Gold nose ring. But someone's also saying I said gold ring.
Gold ring.
Yeah, that
gold ring for for the finger. Is it a gold ring for the finger?
For the nose.
Bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
I think bracelets.
Yeah, we are saying aside the bracelet, aside the gold bracelet, what did he give? The verse 22.
Nose ring.
Gold earring and gold.
Gold nose ring.
Someone should read it for us.
When the camel had finished drinking, the man took out a gold nose ring weighing a baka and 2 gold bracelets weighing 10 shekels.
Okay. Yeah. Now the reason I'm asking is that some feel that it was a gold ring for her finger. So I wanted to be very sure whether you know which is which. And I tell people that nowadays,
the camels had done drinking.
Yes, in nowadays we put rings on our hands. So those days they could even put gold ring on their nose.
So Papa now is all. Papa now is everywhere.
Who got to be such a one ring? I will be wearing. Aye. So our Bible.
sharing.
So our Bible. What was Laban's relationship to Rebecca? What was
Brother.
Laban's
Brother.
A father. A brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
Father, brother.
Okay. So we move on. Who was Abraham convinced would go with the one said? Who was Abraham convinced would go with the one searching for Isaac's wife, making the journey successful? Abraham was convinced that if someone goes with the servant, the chief servant, the journey will be successful. Who was the person?
Yes. Lost angel.
The lost angel. Okay. That's one point. Do we agree?
Yes, Papa.
The last needle.
The lost angel. Is that what we are all saying?
Yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa.
Okay. So we continue. Where did the one searching for Isaac's wife meet Rebecca?
Spring.
Okay, by the spring. How did Rebecca draw water? How was she drawing the water?
With the jar.
Okay. Betru was what relationship with Rebecca? Who was Betru to Rebecca? Yes. Who was Betru to Rebecca?
Father.
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 Do we all agree? So when you go and they say
Yes, Papa.
it is Rebecca's
Yes.
father's name, Rebecca, the wife of Isaac, what was the father's name? Then you have to know. Who accompanied Rebecca as she went to Abraham's household? Who accompanied her?
Her nurse.
Her
Her nurse. Her nurse.
nurse. Okay. Yeah. Almost all my idea will be before we back. One man nurse said, to whom did the one searching for Isaac's wife give costly gifts for Rebecca? To whom did the one searching for Isaac's wife give costly gifts for Rebecca? Yeah, assembly.
Her brother.
Her brother. Are you sure? Are you sure it's a brother? Let's read the verse 53. Is there?
Her brother and her mother.
Her brother and mother.
And her brother and mother. Where was Isaac when he met Rebecca for the first time? Where was Isaac when he met Rebecca for the first time? Where was Isaac when he met Rebecca for the first time? It was where? Oh,
The
David
measured
said-
near Bell.
he said
That's option D.
D.
option D.
Nigga.
D.
Nigga.
Okay, yo.
Yeah.
I Bodini near say wait me pronounce. Yeah, no was where we are D.
Nigga.
Okay. When Rebecca
high
saw she
real.
was going to meet Isaac, what did she do? When Rebecca saw she was going to meet Isaac, what did she do?
She covered herself with a veil.
She did what?
She covered herself with a veil.
Okay.
A veil.
So sometimes when we are getting to the wedding, you see the lady coming in the veil, it's like, oh, now where do you say, if you create maker? Oh, when we want to do more, but just say the makata win. With the veil, a symbol. There be a bit that's where they say we. We do must feel by Catherine to say the wound. But usually the thing is supposed to be covered. So obi a wound. One in ye be beside. By any time ye dear. We two nippon for crass and co also for now. Yeah, sure. Share. It ye two for us. Koda Tiakaya no two. So ye beka. Oh, Sunday, the bay, dear, man, fast and ye also. Now, also one can now so can be. Rebecca helped comfort Isaac from what grief?
Loss of his mother.
Now, when you look at that particular verse, it looks unwell. Then Isaac brought her into the tent of Sarah, his mother, and took Rebecca, and she became his wife, and he loved her. So Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Sometimes it look like we read this harvest and it look like Oba yenima pena ma mini wu yebisa. But when you look at it, it was not immediately to Oba. I don't know whether you get it. After verse 25, chapter 25, after Sarah died, who did Abraham take as his wife?
Keturah.
Keturah. And we saw that Keturah krabe obewahi and Ramedichio. Ememai. No obey Abraham also at that age. Abraham divided his estate in all of the following ways, except in all the following except what? Hello.
Not everything to old Isaac.
He did, except you said I except he did what?
He gave gifts to the
He left everything. I said he left everything to old
No.
No,
he sent the other sons away.
Gave the other sons his heads. We never see him talking about other sons giving anything to them.
Yeah.
So Abraham divided. He gave some of the things to the wives and the concubines, like give to the the heads, like one mobia.
He sent them away from.
Yes, he sent them away to the east because at a point he didn't want them to trouble Isaac. Do you get it? Hagar was originally from what country or city? Egypt. The second time we have How old was Abraham when he died? How old was Abraham when he died?
175.
175. Let's know the Bible said that when he died old and full of years. So those are sound it is 175. 175 years. Who buried Abraham?
Isaac and Ishmael.
Isaac and Ishmael. Good. In what cave was Abraham buried?
Machpelah.
Macpella.
Okay.
Machpelah.
Okay. Okay. Everyone was sold. Everyone who sold the burial cave to Abraham was from what group of people?
Hittites.
Yes,
The Hittite.
the same question coming again. Ishmael's descendants were characterized as
Living in hostility to their brothers.
they were what?
They were hostile to their brothers.
They were hostile to their brothers. Are you sure?
25, 18.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think.
You don't think, but we have already said that they will be hostile.
Yeah, hostile.
You remember
yes.
the blessings earlier?
Yes.
We have talked
They're
about
hostile.
Ishmael blessings yesterday. So once you see the hostile, you should just go.
Yeah.
How old was Isaac when he married Rebecca? How old was Isaac when he married Rebecca?
40 years.
40 years. Into more most life begin at 40. No, Yampa.
Ayampa.
So you better 40. Say no one woman in a now means I can't improve say and the 4 to 4 in na count.
Ghana, the life begin 40. Ghana, the life begin at 40.
Pension now go so. Rebecca was originally from what region? Yes. Rebecca was from what region? Is that
Padanaram.
okay? Padanaram. Sanyo memumi and taking note to Nekoba Yankase ni Bible. What national group did Rebecca come from? What national group did Rebecca come from? So you see here, I've been able to split the same question into two. And I should have done for the other one too.
Aramean.
He said what? I didn't hear what he said.
The Aramean, that's A.
That's a Aramean. Okay.
Option A.
Okay, correct.
Aramean.
What did Isaac do when faced with Rebecca's barrenness? What did he do when faced with Rebecca's barrenness?
He prayed.
He prayed.
Yeah.
Good. He prayed. When Rebecca inquired of the Lord about the baby's jottling, what did she learn about her children? When he realized that the kids were moving in the tummy.
B. The older one will serve the younger.
The older one would serve
the young.
Okay. However, she was told that 2 nations are within you.